Caitlin Clark is the Times Magazine Athlete of the Year. And of course, the WNBA has to throw their ownership on it, right? Oh, our Rookie of the Year and now Times Athlete of the Year. Take a bow, Caitlin Clark. Oh, man, please. Whatever, WNBA. Y'all did not necessarily want to give her credit or acknowledge her at all. And now all of a sudden, you want to acknowledge her. Y'all not fooling me, WNBA. You're not fooling me. Whoever's in charge of this account, you're not fooling me, okay? So it's a segment in the interview where they started talking about privilege and race. And it just made me think about the mindset, the mental stability of the fan base, the players of the WNBA. It makes me worry about it, man. All right, so the part right here says, Clark's segment did include a more serious moment as she thanked a quintet of black women, Lisa Leslie, Cheryl Swoops, Cynthia, Staley, Maya Moore, Clark's basketball hero growing up, for paving the way for her success. These stars, despite their athletic prowess, were never rewarded with the same level of attention that Clark is now receiving. Now, this is where it gets interesting, right? America was founded on segregation and to this day is very much about black and white. And look at this last name. That's Temi, right? This is Temi. Now, I have no problem with this. I mean, it's true. It's still a lot about black and white, and, you know, segregation is still something that goes through people's mind and daily activities. I get it. She wrote this in a text message. Now, I need the timestamp of when this text happened. Did she text Caitlin Clark this? Who did she text? Where did this text message come from? But anyway, in a sport dominated by black African American players, white America has rallied around Caitlin Clark. The support looks mostly amazing, sometimes fanatical and territorial, sometimes racist. It seems that the great white hope syndrome is at play again. This took me by surprise, man. Temi was loved. I even spoke about Temi, you know, playing and all this good stuff. I was fighting for Temi's life. What I was saying, she needed to be starting over Nalissa Smith, right? Temi, I saw Indiana Fever fans talk about you in the most highest regards. And the fact that you would say, it seems like the great white hope is in play again. Like, come on, man. If you want to say that it's some people out there that like Caitlin Clark just because she's white, okay, whatever. I can't prove that that's not the case, all right? But what I can say is, from what I've seen and what I've experienced, and when I talk about Caitlin Clark, and when I saw Caitlin Clark fans come in and have conversations with me under my YouTube videos, they like basketball, good basketball. That's all it is. They don't see a color. It's black players that they support as well. Why does this have to be a race thing? I just don't understand it. Why can't it be that I just like basketball and she's playing good basketball? She's entertaining. Why can't it be that? Why must I be buck dancing and doing all this other crazy stuff that throws out that I shouldn't be supporting a white player? Why does it have to be that way? And then, of course, it continues to say, you know, what Asia Wilson said, right? And we know what she said. It doesn't matter what we all do as black women. We're still going to be swept underneath the rug. Wilson said, that's why it boils my blood when people say it's not about race, because it is. And it's really not, man. It's really not. Before I really give out why I feel like it's not about race, I want y'all to hear what Caitlin Clark had to say, right? So Clark is cognizant of the racial underpinnings of her stardom. This is what Caitlin Clark said. I want to say I've earned every single thing, but as a white person, there is privilege, says Clark. A lot of those players in the league that have been really good have been black players. This league has kind of been built on them. The more we can appreciate that, highlight that, talk about that, and then continue to have brands and companies invest in those players that have made this league incredible, I think it's very important. I have to continue to try to change that. The more we can elevate black women, That's going to be a beautiful thing. Now, I'm married to a black woman. All right? And I say that because I want y'all to understand that I want black women to flourish. I want y'all to be successful in this world. I want y'all to be some of the greats, right? I love every race. I don't look at skin color. I look at good and evil. That's the only thing that matters to me. I think the most important thing Caitlin Clark said out of this whole thing right here was, I want to say I've earned every single thing. That is the most important part of what's been said right here. I know everybody want to say it's privilege, but if it was so privilege, why Sabrina didn't have this type of fan base or this type of impact on the WNBA? Breanna Stewart, Kelsey Plum. Why haven't they had this type of impact on the world, on the WNBA? And they're great players. They've won championships, done great things in the WNBA, right? Came from a great college. Why haven't they done these things? If it's just so much about privilege and not about what they're bringing to the game, how skillful they are, how good they are, why are they not as big as Caitlin Clark? Why haven't the numbers looked like this? The merch sales, all that. Why haven't it looked like this? To go back to what Asia said, right? What she was saying, oh, it's privilege, and I feel like that diminishes the hard work that they put in, the white players, Paige and Caitlin. They put in work to get to where they're at. And I feel like it's minimizing their accomplishments and what they work hard for by just saying, oh, it's privilege. You know, let's talk about privilege for a minute. Most of the best black players that's in the league right now came from a big school. You either came from Notre Dame, UConn, or South Carolina. The majority of you. Caitlin Clark came from Iowa. She came from Iowa. She took a path that none of you took. UConn wouldn't even take her. Drugged the team to 2 finals her junior and senior year. I feel like Caitlin Clark herself, when she says this, I feel like she minimizes her accomplishments. Honestly, Caitlin, and I'm speaking to Caitlin right now, if they would have done great things like you, they would have had this popularity. Caitlin Clark earned this, ladies and gentlemen. She earned this. Let's just keep it a grand right here. If there was players more captivating than Caitlin Clark wouldn't have broke all those records. She wouldn't have broke all those records. Then she came in the WNBA and broke even more records. Like I said, Maya Moore is still my GOAT. But if she was that captivating, why her records aren't up there with yours? Why did you break all the records and she's not up there with all those records? If Asia Wilson was so great, where are her records? Coming from college, where's her records? Like I said, I want black women to flourish. But I want you to earn it. Earn it. Stop being nasty. Stop saying racist stuff on Twitter. Okay? Stop saying racist stuff in your interviews. Be likable. Stop saying stuff about men that don't make any sense. Stop dissing the NBA. Earn it. Become likable. Become something somebody wants to see, watch, enjoy, love, be a fan of. Become something. I'm speaking from the heart right now. Sports should be a spot where we all can just come together and be kids. When I say be kids, be colorblind. It don't matter about that. I'm paying attention to your skills, what you bring into the court. Can I enjoy the product that you're bringing out? With Caitlin Clark saying this, is that going to make y'all loosen up on her? Is that going to make y'all enjoy her fan base more? What is this going to do? Is this enough to actually stop saying her whole fan base is racist? Black women can elevate themselves. They can elevate themselves. Look at Juju. She's elevating herself. I want you to put your answer in the comment section. who would you say is the best NBA player this season? I'm not talking about history or historically. This season, who is the best player in the NBA? I would give it to Nikola Jokic, right? And if y'all don't agree with me, put it in the comment section. Nikola Jokic is the best player right now in the NBA. Is it okay for me to say Nikola Jokic is better than black players in the NBA? Because if it's okay for me to say that, why isn't it okay for me to say Caitlin Clark is better than black players in the WNBA? If you want to say there are white people that just pick Caitlin Clark because of her skin color, okay, so be it. But I see it with black people too. I hear it and see it all the time. Oh, she's black, so I'm going to root for her. Issa Rae, she blatantly got on the runway and said, look, anybody black, I'm rooting for. Okay, so it's out there. It's out there, right? But you can't convince me that the majority of Caitlin Clark fan base is like that. Okay? This is not privilege. This is her destiny. I would see if she was trash, not better than anybody, not breaking records, not doing the things that she's doing in the WNBA. I would see if that was the case. And this is coming from a black man that is in love and married to a black woman that has 2 black kids and spend a lot of time with his black family and black friends. Do not let anybody dim your light. You're getting everything that you're getting because you deserve it. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. I love y'all. Y'all keep it smooth.